It is Money Monday, a segment here at 4 o'clock where we talk about easy ways to understand our finances, which can often be confusing. Here to help us out is our financial expert and good friend, Paul Hood from Hood CPAs. Paul, how you doing today?
I am amazing, Brian. How are you?
I'm
living
great.
the dream.
It is Christmas week, my friend. Here we are, huh?
You bet. And I've been on the naughty list, so I don't think Santa's coming to my house.
But the grandkids have been on the good list.
Oh, they're on the nice list.
Yeah.
They get it all.
So that's all that matters. We have a couple of great questions. Want to get to Nikki's first. They're a little long, but I want you to get the full scope here, Paul. I have money saved, but it's not enough to pay cash for a house. The money in my 401k is pre-tax and after-tax. Which is better to purchase a house, pre-tax or after-tax? I'm retirement age, so there's no penalty for early withdrawal. What should Nikki do?
Well, Nikki, that's it's a tough question because I don't know what your financial picture is. Generally speaking, you have to decide and segment your assets between investments and assets. So the way a fun way I try to get people to remember is, Nikki, you know what a minion is? The little yellow cartoon dudes. They work, they run, some of them have two eyes, some of them have one eye, but they work, and then they reproduce. And as far as investments, those are compounds. So that's how we equate that. And as soon as you get enough minions, you can buy your time back and no longer have to work, because work doesn't take age, it takes money or minions. Your home, however, is just a cost. And it's an asset, but it's not an investment. The loan on that home would be simple interest. So most of the time, it's not a good idea to take compounding investments and pay towards a simple interest asset. So the reality is I would finance the home, finance it over 30 years, because it's your kids, to lower the amount that it costs you to be on there, because it's your kids that are going to benefit from when you pass away, for getting a house that's paid off. It does nothing to create a lifestyle or to buy back your time. So I wouldn't use either. If you're determined to do it, obviously don't use pre-tax dollars, because you're losing that money. And really the power, remember, is when you give Uncle Sam or you pull money out of those investments, you're losing that compounding possibility to put it on a simple interest asset. So I wouldn't do either one. I would finance the house.
All right, good advice. Sherry Lynn writes in asking you this week, we have a home in another state which we plan to sell. We want to use that money to pay down off the mortgage. Is it better to buy with a VA loan and no down payment, or a conventional loan and a 20% down payment?
So typically it depends on the VA. I'm not a mortgage lender or mortgage broker, so the determining factor for me is, as long as you don't pay that extra PMI, that mortgage insurance premiums, that's really just a cost. It does you no good. It's in there for when the government guarantees your loan. For a loan that has less than a 20% down payment, they have that on there. And so if it's between paying the mortgage insurance premium or putting 20% down, I would put 20% down.
All right, Paul, thank you so much, and Merry Christmas. And if you're watching right now and you have a financial question you'd like for us to chat about next Monday, please send in your question. You can do it right now to moneymonday@griffin.news.